Ravi, are you there?
Yes, Vijay.
That
In
means we are
yesterday's
discussing about up to
stat
the
chatter.
scatter chart, right? Okay.
Yes, yes.
So today now we need to discuss about pie chart. How the pie chart will be there. Pie chart and donut chart both are same itself. Then what is the difference between means? See, in donut chart, this is a donut chart. In donut chart, in middle of that one, there is a space is there. Here in pie chart, there is no space in the middle. That is the difference, main difference. Understand clearly? Okay, let's see practically how we can implement this one. Okay, suppose for example I'm selecting this one and suppose in the financial, I'm going financial here. In this I'm taking a country column in the legend. Okay, just drag and drop the country column in the legend. Okay, so after that sales value I need to put it in the values tab. Okay, so if you want to give the details means okay, so like this we can give it. See here in the legend what I'm giving legend, the country column. That means in the legend you can put any character related column only. Okay, so in the values whatever numeric or decimal related things is there, that you have to put it. In the legend either you can put character related column or date related column, you have to put it. Understand? So in the values either numeric values, numeric related or character related column, you have to put it in the values. Understand clearly?
Yes,
Okay,
Vijay.
so here in pie chart or donut chart, in both of the visuals, it will shows what is the so for each category. That means for country wise. Okay, see here the country is there, right? So for this, for each country, there are giving different colors, right? So for different colors, how much it is sales is there? How much sales is there in the either in a, it will shows in the millions or it will shows in or it will show and it will shows in the percentage. Okay, in both the ways it will shows it in how much percentage is occupied for out of complete part itself. Out of complete part itself, this particular Canada is sorry, United States of America is occupied with out of 100% it is occupied 21.08. Okay, this is occupied 17.65 like this. For each and every thing with different color, how much sales it is there, how much percentage out of 100 it is, it will clearly show. Not only this one, so even do not chart also doing the same as it is thing, but the difference is while you are taking, see here, okay. So if I'm taking instead of this one, I'm do not chart. Then see, it will shows the same thing only. The difference is in the center part it is white thing. There is a space is there. Okay, here there is no space is there completely empty. That is the difference. Okay, so whatever the format options is available for this visual, the same format options here also it is available. Understand? So like this. Okay, suppose if you go to the format, so I want to see, you see here it is that means sales and percentage wise it is showing. So if you go to the format, okay, how the things, if you want to change the colors of the legend related thing, go to the legend and there, see here in the legend it is showing what the legend value it is showing, center right. I want to show it on the top or anything, you have to select like this. Okay, top left if I'm selecting in the like this it is showing. whichever position you want, you can select it. And if you want to increase the size of that one, you can increase or decrease or change the font related, legend related only options, you can change it here. Okay, next one is slices. Slices means different colors. Whatever colors is there by default, Power BI will give the colors. Okay, if you want to change any color means you have to select the each one and give the different colors what you required it. So these are the default colors. If you want to give any different color means here you need to give the hexadecimal code. With that hexadecimal code, whatever color is there, that it will be shows. Understand clearly? Okay. This is about the colors. Okay. Next one is data labels. Here the data labels is showing, right? The values are showing right here. Those are data labels. In the data labels, if you expand that one, it is outside. If you put like inside, okay, like this, then it will show is like this. Okay, if you put like preferred inside means like this only. Okay, so there are different things are there. So most of the times we need to put it in the outside only. You have to choose that one. Okay, next one is next one is see here label contents is there. Label contents is there are different things are there. If you want to see only category, okay, see here when you click on the category, you will see the name of the countries in the category. In the visualization, what category column you are putting, that category column values it will shows it. Okay, that means you can select the different labels. Only date value, data value, you will see the data values related. Okay, if you want to see only percentage, see the percentage, it will shows it. If you want to see the combination of category and data value, like this, that means which country related this one, Mexico, and how much sales it is, everything here it will shows it. Understand? Like this. Next one is if you click on all details labels means it will show the country name, what is the total sales, and how much percentage it occupied, everything it will shows it. Okay, so if you want to put like these two only, that is enough also. Okay, depends upon the label contents, you can change it. Understand clearly?
Yes, Vijay.
Next one is values. If you want to change if you want to increase the size or something means in the values only you can increase it. Like suppose for example, see here it is increasing. If you want to change the font means see here, select this one, then the font value. If you want to change the color also, you can change it here itself. Okay, that means in each and every visual there are different categories are there. Which category you want to do the changes, you have to go to that category and do the changes there itself. If it is a labels related, you have to go to the detail labels. And next one is rotation. Suppose if you give like this, then in the clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction it is loading. Understand, it rotating. Next one is if in general, if you want to change any title name or anything, this title name is sum of sales by country, it is showing, right? So instead of that one, if you want to change anything, title name means here itself you can do it. Okay, that means okay. So okay, if you want to change a font of this title name or any text color, anything you can put it. And you can change the background color also, you can change it. Okay, like this. And you can put the center like this. If you want to design like this means in the title only, you can do all the things here itself. And effects also there, you already know effects, right? Okay, background color, if you want to set anything, okay, or we can do it. Okay, if you want to give the visual border, see here, visual border is available for this. Okay, so like this, if you want to give the visual border, you have to on it. Or if you want to give the shadow, means see, the shadow is included for this particular visual and everything. Okay, like this, if you want to do anything in the format, means you have to select that one and go to the format and change the respective things. Understand? This is how the donut chart as well as same pie chart also the same thing. If you suppose, for example, I designed this one, the same design part. Okay, I designed this one, the same design part. I need to apply this one. What you need to do? You have to use a format painter, right? By using format painter and apply it. See, the thing is the same thing, it is applied. Understand clearly? Okay. So like this, if you want to do anything in the donut chart or pie chart, sorry. In this legend values and everything, you know, right? And details is not required. And tooltip, you know, right? When you mouse over that, you will see in the pop-up window, right? So if you want to see more values in the tooltip, means you can drag and drop those columns into here, then automatically those values. Suppose, for example, I'm drag and drop the profit here, tooltip. Then when you mouse over that one, you will see the country as well as the sales as well as a profit of that particular one. Understand clearly? Okay, clear? Anyone having any doubts in this one? Okay, next one is this is tree map. Tree map. Okay, in this tree map, what is a tree map will do? That means, okay, tree map means, so whatever you want to give the details in this one. Suppose, for example, see here, uh, product I am putting in the category. Okay, and say profit I am putting in the values. Okay, see here, that means, okay, for each and every product. Okay, okay, how much it is. Okay, this, that means by seeing that, by seeing this waterfall visual, and whatever column you are putting in this particular category I'm putting as product, and values I'm putting as profit. That means in this visual category related, so same like do not chart. In the category, what columns you will put, either character or date related columns you can put it. In the values, either you can put numeric or decimal related values. That means what will happen here, it is how much it is there. It is occupied with the different colors. Okay, the space, out of complete space itself, it is occupied with some of the space which is having more product is there, more product profit, whatever it is there, that it is occupied more with different color. Okay, so out of all the products, Pesio having more profit. By seeing that only we can understand it. See here, okay, because it is occupied with more space out of this complete waterfall, right? So like that, whichever having less space is there, that means it is occupied with a less profit. Okay, like this we can identify it. Okay, if you want to enable, if you want to enable the data label, then you can see it. When you mouse over to that particular bar only, you will see the value of the profit. But if you want to enable the data labels, go to this particular format and there is a data labels, right? Click on this one, then see, you will see here data labels here itself. Okay, like this. Okay, in this particular one, either you can take a category related and values related to tooltips. If you want to take it, means you can take it. That means what is tree map means, it is in the format of map, it will shows it in that complete visual itself. Whichever having more value is there, that it is occupied more in that complete visual. Okay, and And if you want to change anything in the design part of this particular visual means go to the format. There you will see legend related and everything. If you on it and you will see the legend values. Okay, by default it is off, it you can off the values. And if you want to change the colors of that one, you can change it. Okay, or if you want to see the data label, see here the data level, how much whenever you mouse over it at that time only you will see that particular profit, right? I don't want like that. Without mouse over to that also I want to see it. Then what you need to do, you need to enable the data labels here itself. Okay, if you want to change anything means here itself you can change it. Category labels, what is category labels means? Category labels means that means whatever the products are there, those product values here itself you can see it. Those are category labels. Understand? Understand clearly or not? Okay.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
Vijay.
yes, Vijay. Whatever column you are putting in the category, that category related by default it is showing like that means product it is Pesio Amarilla. If you don't want to see those values means off it, then you cannot see it like this. And here same general part. Okay, title name, if you want to change anything you need to come to the general and you can change it. Or if you want to give the border of that particular visual you can do it. See, for one visual if you know the complete format means for another visual the general part is common for each and every visual. Okay, general part is common but every time it's changing the visual part only, visual tab only. Understand, depends upon the visual it is changes. Okay, next one is map. Okay, suppose for example when you click on this map, okay, so if you put like country, okay, and the sales value, longitude. See here there are something is there. Here the States of America is there, right? So in the United States of America, so here, okay, what is this there? This value is there. And see here it is highlighted with bubbles, right? So like this size. See here when you mouse over it, okay, in this particular map itself location you have to put that particular character related column. So that means this is a map, right? In this map related country, area, those type of columns only you have to put it here itself. Understand? After putting that, when you come down you will see bubble size, right? Here you can put any numeric or decimal related column. Okay, when you mouse over to that particular one you will see that particular country related and the sales it is. If you go here you will see the Canada related. If you go here Mexico related, see here bubbles are clearly shows and everything you can do it here. Understand? Okay,
Yes, Vijay.
so yeah, like this we can do it. Next one is gaze related thing. Okay, if you want to take any gaze means suppose this is a gaze. Okay, in this gaze itself minimum value, maximum value, whatever it is there, that we can put it and everything here itself in the gaze. Like suppose for example sales value is there. Okay, so what is the total sales? It is 1.87 million is there. Out of this how much it is occupied and everything it will shows it. So like this if you want to give the target value, minimum value, there are different things are there, you can use those things. Understand? Next one is card visual. Card visual means if any single value related, if you want to show it, means that you have to put it in the card visual. Okay, whatever the single value related thing, those you can put it in the card visual. This card visual will shows only one value. That means most of the times we need to put a measure value. Okay, whatever measure is there, that measure value. Whenever you put a measure value here, by default, okay, when you go to the format, okay, go to the format, call out option is there. If you, so by default it is for size is 45. If you want to decrease it, you can decrease it. If you want to change the font, you can change it here itself. And display units means if suppose based on the value, automatically whether it is a millions or a billions, based on that it will shows it. If you don't want like that, if you click on none, then complete value whatever it is there, that it will be shown here. Understand that it will be shows here itself. Okay, next one is if you don't want any decimal values, you can put a decimal values. Okay, or else see here, suppose I don't want this much of size, I want like this 25, you can change it. Okay, if you want to off the data label, then you have to off it. Then below that name, it is disabled. See here, below the value the name is there, right? Whatever the measure name is there, that measure name it is showing here itself. If you want to change anything, if you don't want to see the measure name related means, you have to off it. And in the general, if you want to put any title means, here itself you can put the title and everything. Understand, here itself XYZ something, that value, the title name it is shown. See here on the top it will shows it, right? Okay, this is how the card value. Card means it will shows the single value related things only. Okay, so if you want to show the multiple single values in this card visual, only one value only we can see it here, not more than one value. Okay, if you want to see more measure values, then what you need to do is you need to take the multi-row card. This single row contains only one value, only once at a time we can see it. That means only one measure value only we can put it. If you give like multi-row card, what will happen here is, here you can take multiple measures and you can see the multiple measure values here itself. See here, like this you can put it. Understand clearly, that is the difference between single card visual and multi-row card. Means difference is you can put multiple measure values into that into this visual. Okay, in this visual itself, only one measure value only we can put it. Understand clearly, that is the difference between card and multi-row card. Okay, next one is KPI. This is not required, leave it. Okay, next one is important visual is slicer visual. Okay, this is very important. In this slicer visual, slicer is nothing but a filter. Slicer is nothing but a filter. That means whatever column you want to put it, suppose I am putting a drag and drop the country column. Okay, just see the country values, you can see it in the list format. Here itself, you can whatever value you are selected, based on that value it will be filtered in that particular page itself. Understand clearly, that means what will happen here it is. So not Vijay, can we put multiple columns in the slicer? Yes, you can put it. Suppose for example I am putting more than one column. See here, product column also. Whenever I'm putting product column also, see, when you expand this one under the Canada, what products are there? You will see all those things here itself. That means in this slicer visual, you can put more than one column. Okay, most of the times we will put like character related columns or date related columns and everything. Okay. If you want to put the numeric values also, it will shows it. Okay. And one more important point is if this is this slicer is shows in a list format. If you want to convert this into drop down, then what you need to do is select this visual and see here there is a format is there, right? Go to the format, go to the format, slicer settings is there, right? Go to the slicer setting. See here in this, the first option is options will be there. In this options, you can change the style of that particular slicer. By default, it is showing as a vertical list. If you want to convert into drop down, see in drop down format, you can see it. Okay. The slicer, if you want to convert it in the into the list from list to drop down means like this, whichever style you are selected, that style it will shows in the slicer itself. Okay. Suppose for example, in the tile it is showing. But in the like suppose in the list format of all the names it is showing like this. This is a tile. Okay. Whichever value you want, you can select it here itself. See here that value it is selected. Understand? So either you can use most of the times, either you can use vertical list or drop down like this you can do it. Understand clearly? Suppose for example in this drop down, that means in this slicer you are selecting value. Okay. After selecting value, if you want to clear this value means see on the top you will see the erase icon, right? The click on that one, you can clear the values in that particular drop down. Not only this one, list values also it will clear it. So by clicking on this erase button, you can clear all the things. That means whatever values you are selected, it will clear all the things. Okay. And another important point is this is about the option. Next one is selection. This is very, very important in the slicer. Okay. So here by default, you can select only one value. See here, I'm selecting one value here. If you want to select multiple values means see under the slicer settings there is a selection is there. In that if you suppose for example here the multi select with control option is there, right? By default on. If you off this one, it is converted into multiple selection values. See here, now you can select multiple values here. Okay. So by default if it is in on, you have to off it, then only it will be converted into multiple selection values. Okay. Actually by default it is single selection, it is possible. Okay. In this, if you see, if you by using control also you can select multiple values here by using control plus click. And you see here when you click, when you use control plus click, you can select multiple values. Without using control, if you want to select multiple values means you have to off this particular one, then you can select with a normal single click only, you can select multiple values like this. Okay. Only if you want to change it to single selection, only without by using control also you can select only single value. Okay. So at that time, what you need to do is single select off is there, right? You have to on it. Whenever you on it, at a time you can select only one value. By using control also you cannot select multiple values. Okay. Actually, whatever it is showing round color, this we can call it as radio buttons. Okay. Radio button means always we can select single values only. No, we cannot select multiple values. See, whenever single select you on it, remaining options are disabled. If you off it only, remaining options you can see it. Understand? So if you want to select single values only, then you have to enable this option. If you want to select with multiple values, then you have to off this value. Then only you can select multiple values here itself like this. Okay, if you on it, what will happen with the single selection? It is possible, But by using control plus click, you can select multiple values. You can select multiple values. Okay. Next one is, suppose for example here, every time you need to select some values, right? Instead of that one, if you want to select all the values, you have to select like this. Click on this one, click on this one, like this you are selecting. Instead of that one, there is an option called select all. Okay, you have to on it. Whenever you on it, the select all option here, it is enabled. So with a single click itself, all the values are selected here itself. Understand clearly? Like this, like this we can do it. Understand? Okay. Next one is slicer header. Okay, on the top you will see the header, right? That if you off it, you that name of that particular slicer will be deleted. Okay, if you on it, and you can change any name or anything, font or anything, you can do it, means in the slicer header only you can do it. Okay, next one is values. In the that means when you click on this one, you will see the values, right? If you, for the values, if you want to change the color or font size or anything, means in the values only you can do it. Okay, if you want to enable the border or anything, means here itself the border option is there. And see here on the top you will put like top, bottom, see like this. If I'm giving, means see whenever like this, the borders are coming like this. Understand? So most of the times we don't want to use in the real times option, but you have to know what this option is there and everything. Okay. Next, if you want to set any background or anything, means you can set this color and everything. Next one is general. General is common for each and everything. Understand? This is about the slicer. Slicer is nothing but a filter. If you want to filter any values, means just you have to put that columns into the slicer visual, and either you can select multiple values or single values, either you can do anything here itself. Understand? Next one is table visual. Table visual is nothing but whatever columns, any column you can put it here, that it will be shows. Okay, suppose I am putting country column, I'm putting a product column here. Okay, and I am putting a country column here, a country column here, and sales and cogs like this. And like this. Okay, see here, all the whatever columns you want to put it, those you can see it in the table format. Okay, that means see like this, in the table format you can see it here. Okay, if you want to change anything here, it means go to the go to this particular go to this particular format, and the style presence. If the style presence, if you change it, like there is a default, it is, if it is a bold headers, means see the bold headers it is showing. There are different styles are there. Whichever style you want, you can select it, but real time we cannot choose anything here itself. Okay, so next one is grid. Grid means complete table. Okay, if you want to in the grid itself, if you want to increase the color, or if you want to change the color, or increase the size, means automatically the complete visual will be changes. See here, when I'm increasing or decreasing the size of that one, the complete this visual will be changes for all the header values, and values are also changing the same options. Okay, understand? So if you want to give any border or anything, you can give it. Okay, next one is values. If you want to change any values related thing, these are the values. Okay, if you want to change any values or anything, means here itself you can change it. Okay, if you want to change the column headers, like suppose for example I'm giving a different color, different text or anything like this, you can here itself you come here, and the text color it is like white, and the background it is like this. Understand? And next one is totals. Okay, in this totals, if you want to see the total values means you can see it, or else if you off it, you cannot see the total values below that one. See here, like this. Anything if you want to do it means here itself you can do it. Understand? Specific column, any specific column option you want to apply it means you have to. Suppose for example, I'm for this sum of cogs is there, right? For sum of cogs column, I want to apply with a different thing. Like see, suppose for example, I'm selecting sum of cogs. Okay, and apply to the header. Okay, apply to the values. I'm giving with a different color. Text color is okay, background color it is gray color. I'm putting like this see here, see complete column. For a specific column I want to change with a different thing. If you want to do it means in the specific column is there here you need to select which column, on which column you want to apply, select the column, and what for what you are applying. For applying for the header, like this means you can, if you don't want to apply for the header means you have to off it. If you want to apply the values you can it will apply it. If you want to apply the totals also it will, but here the totals are not there, right? That's the reason, no need to worry about that one. Understand? That is related to specific column. Next one is cell elements. That means if you want to give any cells related, okay, for cells related background color or anything, okay, these are the cells, right? So for cells related anything you want to change it means you can use it here. Okay. Next one is you already know, right? General, all the options will be there, like any title name or anything you want to give it, you can give it here itself. Understand? This is about the table visual. Another one is matrix visual. Okay. See, table and matrix both are similar only, but here what will happen is you can see here. Suppose if I'm taking a matrix visual in this, what will happen here? It is, suppose I want to put it as a country column in the rows. I'm dropping and drop. Whenever the country column I'm drag and drop, here itself you will see the country values, all the values. Whichever column I'm putting in the columns. Suppose for example, in the columns you have to put either character related column or date columns only. Okay, suppose for example product column I'm putting in the columns, then what will happen? The product values are shows in the column headers. Okay, so this is the advantage in matrix. And values you can put either numeric or decimal related, anything you can put it. Suppose if I'm putting profit, see here like how it will shows it. Okay, so that means for this particular Canada, for this particular umbrella, these are the profit values it is showing like this. That means you can put n number of columns in the columns. Okay, in the matrix visual you can put n number of columns, those it will shows in the top itself. Suppose I'm putting a segment column here itself. Okay, suppose segment column also I'm putting in the columns here. Then see here, understand clearly? So for this particular umbrella, these are the segment values are there for each segment, and for Canada, what is the sales and everything like this. For each and every product, it will shows us for all the segments. Understand clearly? Okay,
Yes,
this
Vijay.
is how you can do it. Understand? So this is how the matrix visual will be there. Remaining all are same for matrix visual. Okay, only the what is the difference between table and matrix is, in table whatever column you want you can put it, but in matrix rows are different. Suppose you can put more columns in the rows also. Like suppose for example I am putting a segment column in the rows itself. Okay, See here. Then this is Peres icon will shows it. When you expand this one, you will see under that particular Canada, what are the segments are there. You can see it for each segment, how much it is there. Everything here it will shows it. Understand? So you can put more columns in the rows as well as columns also. Understand clearly? This is about the matrix visual. Okay, in this matrix visual itself, whichever you want, you can enable it. And the same for options also. Okay, if you want to change the column headers, row headers, or anything, you can change it. Okay, if you don't want the column totals, see here, column subtotals means when you when you mouse over to that one, when you come to the right side, you will see these are the totals. That means these related totals, it will shows it. These related totals, it will shows here itself. That means for row wise, these are the row subtotals. Column wise means this is the one. If you don't want column subtotals means see here of it, then you cannot see the column subtotals there itself like this. Understand clearly? Okay. If you want to do anything means on this particular visual means you can change it. All the format changes here itself. You can do it. Understand? Okay. This is remaining R, Python. These are not required. And we already discussed about decomposition tree and Q&A visual. Okay. Remaining things are not required. Leave it. Okay. This is completely about the Power BI desktop. Understand? Maybe on Tuesday it will be completed the Power BI. Like Monday, Tuesday we are discussing about the service level things. Okay, what is the service and how the service will work. Tomorrow we can start it. When not tomorrow, on Monday we can discuss those things. Understand clearly?
Yes, Vijay.
Any doubts or anything is there?
No, nothing.
Okay, we can stop it here. We'll continue on Monday. Okay.